That is a great opening question. First, we're fortunate because there's a wide variety of things to choose from. So we can be highly selective and we can look at lots of different opportunities. I would say there are 4 or 5 different ways to select. The first, because we're very client focused, we really do focus on projects where Standard Chartered clients are deeply involved. So either as sponsors, as operators, in some cases as the beneficiaries of an infrastructure project. So I rank them kind of in this order. The first is just the core economics of the project. So they really have to stack up under a reasonable base case and downside scenario and provide excellent returns. The second is to work with partners who we're comfortable with, either, again, particularly clients, but partners where we've made money with them in the past, where we have a deep and trust-based working relationship, and they are management teams and sponsors who have real experience in doing what it is they set out to do. The third is to really look at the jurisdictions involved. So countries where we're comfortable, again, within the Standard Chartered footprint for the most part, but also places where we understand the regulatory environment, we have faith in the political system, we are comfortable that in an infrastructure project the government's likely to change once or twice, that under any sort of political environment the regulatory framework and the kind of the basic elements of the operating environment would stay the same. Those would be, I think, the 3 main things that we would look at, but again, it mostly comes back to knowing your partners, trusting your partners, and a sponsor and management team which is really experienced in what it is that they're trying to do. I mean everything. And I think, again, because we can be selective, we start from a premise of no and then work our way back from it. I think the single most important red light would be partners and management teams who are either inexperienced or unknown or would be difficult to have a trust-based relationship with. Again, the client element of this is truly important because these would be people who we do have long-standing relationships as an institution and or as individuals. I think the first big red light would be, who are these people? Why are they doing this when they've never done something similar? The second real red light would be, on evaluation, when you see assumptions which are just too aggressive, that they haven't really modeled in reasonable downside, they haven't modeled in delays or cost overruns or unexpected challenges or regulatory changes. And when you see a very finely tuned base case that doesn't really withstand a stress test, that would be a big red light. And the third would be the converse of this jurisdictional question, where if you're in a jurisdiction where you don't have faith in the regulator or in the regulatory framework, if you don't have faith in the political system, and you don't have faith generally that the powers that be in that country will be looking out for your best interests, that would be a huge red light. And then finally, you really would want to have faith that you're getting returns which are compensating for the somewhat inherent risks of investing in infrastructure in Africa. I would suggest that the first and most important, choose your partners well. And choosing partners well isn't done in a week or a month. It's not done in a single trip to a new foreign capital. Choosing partners well means really investing in understanding who you'll be working with, what their track record is, are they trustworthy, do they pay their bills, do they leave a little money on the table for the other participants. And that is a relationship, and it really has to be built over time with repeated interaction. I think that would be the first thing. So before you are committing to any investments, spend real time in the country, have local partners on the ground or colleagues on the ground. One of the things that gives me most comfort, we have a very well established Lagos private equity presence with a team which lives, sleeps, eats, breathes Nigeria and is deeply enmeshed in the fabric of Nigerian business. That gives us a lot of comfort, and it's hard to get that with a fly-in visit. That'd be the first tip. The second is there's safety in numbers. So look for deals where you have financial partners who have deep pockets and have experience and are other people that you know you can work with. And all of these investments have bumps and crunches and difficulties, and you need to know that if you're in a consortium, first, again, there's strength in numbers, but second, you are working with partners who will have alignment of vision, who will have access to additional capital, and will be people who you can make decisions with and not get paralyzed or have some sort of consortium dynamic blow-ups.